It's been a long time since we played Slime Rancher 2. We're starting from the beginning. Wait a second. No, this is my previous save. After a long day of slime ranchering, Beatrix LeBlue was enjoying a cool glass of carrot juice as she watched the sun across the slime sea. Suddenly a boat arrived at her dock with nothing inside but a mysterious letter. You have explored the far, far range from the dusty shores of Dry Reef to the furthest reaches of the perilous Glass Desert. But there are worlds yet uncharted. Rainbow Island awaits you. Climb aboard if you're ready for a new adventure. More investment opportunities. So good to finally be back here in the world of capitalism. We got a ton of slimes everywhere. I'm going to extort you for financial gain, of course. You're going right in there. We could also upgrade our stuff, but we can't afford any of it. We've got an underground lair. This is like all the stuff that's going to be put in the refinery. We just have this right from the get-go. There's just a multitude of upgrades. I just gotta get used to this big gun in my face. Okay, what the heck is this? System offline. Is this like a gotcha thing? Did they put gotcha in Slime Rancher? Ah, and here they are, the rabbit slimes. I will be consuming them all. Got some chickadoos. Alright, so we got some map data from that. Yeah, this is the map. Food like fruits, veggies, or chickens are used to feed slimes. Try shooting food at a pink slot lime, they'll literally eat everything. This is how we acquire the feces that we are going to sell and make a profit with. You want to just put the baby chicks inside of the coral to like seal their fate. Sell all those. Float marker gives you new bucks for hard-earned points. Alright, let's get a new coral in. This is where we'll put the rabbits. Wait, are they just gonna, like, jump over this? I'm pretty sure they will. You know what? To heck with it. I'm willing to gamble. Now, whatever you do, just don't make a mess of the place while I'm gone. Oh no, they're already starting to get out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to trust you. They're just gonna have to stay with me for a while. You want to just go back and get some Largos? At this point, I say to heck with it. Let's just make it open range for now. Let them do whatever the heck they want until we can just get everything under control. Look at that. We already have some Largos. Look at you. You're already starting to make your escape. Don't go too far. One of them is already over here. Okay, we got a Gordo over here. We're gonna have to just start feeding them all the carrots and hope to God that they blow up. Refinery links. Conveniently transport resources and plorts to the refinery where they can be used exclusively. So, yeah, it's just like a place where we can store stuff remotely. Also, hello there, little drone. I was so in over my head when I first started here. I remember hauling jellystones back to the conservatory by hand because I was so excited. Okay, we got phosphor slimes, but we don't really have a means of containing them right now, so let's just leave them alone.
Is that Aurora Borealis over there? Ah!
I haven't played this game in years, I would not remember. Okay, we can place waypoints. It'll tell us exactly where we need to go. Like, I just want to focus on killing this Gordo. Right now, that's the main focus. We could feed the Q-berries to the phosphor Gordo, or we could just jump over it. Like, we can't. New message waiting for you at the comm station. Last night I received a message from some sort of artificial intelligence program written in code, but not one I recognize. I'm in the process of analyzing it. I'm certain that this message was sent from where you are now, the mysterious Rainbow Island. So to recap, you don't have to recap me. Almost forgot. Take this home portal. It should make the early stages of your journey easier. Interesting. Okay, we can get the high halls, and now we can just start moving all of these guys over here. Honestly, it's really only going to delay the inevitable. They will find a way to escape. I say we just release them all back into the wild. Like, you guys can go, but they are gonna stay until further notice. Well, the tars are out. It's not really my business. It's just nature. You don't want to interfere in the affairs of the animal kingdom outside of when we typically do. Just get out of here. Leave me alone. Nobody wants you here. They've just completely taken over. Gonna set up a garden. We just need a place to grow carrots. We just gotta get the plort collector. And what is this? Hydro turret. The defensive cannon will automatically target tars. That's really good. I think they just gave us like crafting ingredients. Okay, we can get cube berries. Like, everything is gonna be so utterly disorganized in the beginning, but later down the road, like, when we start getting control over everything, like, it's like we're gonna create the most, like, efficient way to crash the stock market. Okay, we were almost able to get plort collectors. Like, we're so close to it. Okay, I think this might be the plort that gets us able to afford shit. Okay. We now have a plort collector. So now we can just start automating the process a little bit. Honestly, we don't really need you anymore. Just go. Get out of here. Get out of my observatory. I don't want any of you eating, like, anything weird. All right, and it looks like a lot of the carrots are ready. So now we have an early game means of accumulating funds. It isn't that much stuff, but this is going to keep us on by for a little while. Also, the value of these are just probably going to start sinking, so we definitely need to invest in getting other slimes. Yeah, so these are all the upgrades we can get for our character. Okay, we actually have the favorite food of the cotton slime right here, water lettuce, so we just got to find some. We'll be able to double our margins of profit. Oh, what's this over here? I think this might be a teleporter. We just have to unlock that first. Okay, I think we could start abducting other slimes as well. Like, we may as well start the process. Okay, here we go. Got some water lettuce. I say we just replace the carrots. Okay, we got a big boy over here. We got a dangerous spot here, too. Aw, look at them. They're all so friendly. All right, and now we can get some of that. So the thing with Slime Rancher is, if they have a favorite type of food and you feed it to them, they will actually get double the plorts. So now we actively want to start growing these so we can make the Gordo blow up. Throw them right into the sea. Let's face it, they actually kind of deserve to die. All right. Now we just gotta, like, feed them chickens. Oh, they're all going to die. Like, they're all going to be consumed. Uh-oh. And they're dead. And now we have access to this cave. So this just gives us more places we can traverse. I think we've just unlocked one of the areas, if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly about phosphor slimes, like, they'll actually die, so we gotta invest in a solar shield. You know, it might be weird, but I think it's time I finally went to bed. I don't think I was even I think I was awake for 3 days. Beatrix blew off on another adventure, didn't think to talk to her good pal. Like to be there in case you need me. Help collect those valuable resources that seem to be scattered all over the... Oh, you care more about the resources than you do me. You and I have that in common. Okay, got a blueprint for a refinery link. Yeah, like the value of these plorts are starting to go down. You can see that here on the stock market. So we gotta like invest in tabbies and phosphors. It's gonna be a controversial decision. That will help us. How did you get in here? Get out! This is a private office. Honestly, forget about you three. You die in the daylight anyway. We can find something better. Alright, we're going in. Starlight Strand.
I do like the backdrop. It is quite blue.
Up! Rock slimes are back. We could definitely make use of these. We could have rock tabby slimes. Probably the deadliest combination of all time. And they like heartbeats. Here's some heartbeats now. Oh, golden slime. Golden slime. We got a gold plort. Yeah, there's a hunter plort. Hunter Gordo, I mean. Painted hens. Yeah, these are brand new. You know what? We might want to take these. As I'm brutally swarmed. You know what? Honey slimes. We might be able to combine the honey slimes with the rock slimes. Oh, Wait, these are the angler slimes, and they like sea hens. These like stony hens. So we could combine the tabby slimes and the angler slimes instead. We can combine the rocks with the honeys. But I gotta sell the gold plort before I could really do anything significant. Add to cart, Proton Mart. Stop by for the best deals in the galaxy. So it's more like Amazon Prime, is it? Everything a rancher needs. Oh, okay, so we just like purchase stuff. So we don't have to make it ourselves anymore. Or are these just blueprints? Oh no, these are blueprints. You still have to like, buy these, but it doesn't give you the actual thing. You still have to make it. Okay, we just got that. So now we can just combine these corrals together. And I think the better option is to just get stony hens because they're a bit closer to find. All right, we found a roostro. All right, we're gonna buy a chicken coop. And this is where you're gonna be spending the remainder of your days. That is the face of someone realizing their situation. All right, here we go. We got a stony hen. Congratulations, roostro. You now have your very own harem. Oh. Yeah, ringtail slimes. These might be handy. And they have a similar diet to the pink slimes, so maybe we could mix these two together. We could just completely make the cotton slimes irrelevant or put them in their own separate thing. But if I remember, they turn into stone during the day, so... I have an idea. Ringtails and phosphor slimes. It just makes sense, viewer. Okay, so it looks like if we can get a honey plort, we can open this door. That's gonna be something important to note. Only had a means of properly noting things. Actually, no, they do note it on the map. All right, third wheel. Goodbye. Now we just gotta make sure that the tabby eats the poop of the angler. Okay, no, well, the anglers are starting to get out. All right, there we go. And what's this gonna open up? Ah, yes. Secret shortcut. Just a full-on subterranean lair. Okay. Upgrade component acquired. Use it fabricator to upgrade the vac tank's booster. Oh, hunter slime. Yeah, but that's a Gordo, though. Wait, what's this? Yoki slime? Yoki slimes are a strange and elusive type of slime found near wild chickens on Rainbow Island. Such is the power of this glowing affection that it sometimes inspires nearby hens to produce a rare delight, a giant egg full of chicks and Yoki plorts. So do we want to put this in the coop with the chickens? Will that make them produce more? Okay. Enjoy your time in there, you weird little creature. This is the thing that we got, a pulse wave. Adds a pulse wave emitter feature to your vac pack that pushes away slimes whenever you need some personal space. Oh, that's gonna require a lot of stuff. Did they update the Did they update the market? Oh yeah, they did. There's just a shit ton of stuff we gotta buy. Well, here we are again. I'm sending the drones out to all their original scouting locations. Once I confirm the conditions are the same, I'll get to work. And I never caught notice of you before. Check it. Here's your meat. Devour your meat. Eat it all up. How does it feel spiraling into irrelevancy? All right, we got the solar shield. But no means of like actually keeping the phosphorus contained. Here you're off on a big new adventure on a mysterious island filled with secrets and dangers, maybe succulent fruits or veggies. Hey, remember when like those primordial slimes just like emerge from the earth and you have to like feed them cubes? Tasty treats aside, I want to know about all the new flora and fauna you discover. Never forget, every bit of this wild world is precious and worth our care and respect. And stay hydrated. Everyone tells me to stay hydrated, and then I have to like pee every 40 minutes. There's the air net, and these are the phosphor slimes. Let's see if I can get these without getting wounded. I think that's a huge ask. Oh my god! I have barely any of my HP left. Alright, we can get the resource harvester. And we definitely should. Adds a resonator to the VAC's suction mechanism that shakes loose science resources from nodes in the environment. We get ourselves a med station from that as well. And we also get a free med station and a conservatory table. 2 conservatory tables. Conservatory chair. Multiple chairs! Yeah, and look at this. This is like very different from Slime Rancher because I remember in that you could only put stuff in at specific spots. You get a gadget inventory. Give me your jelly stones! We can just put it in the refinery immediately. The hunter slime, I think. Okay, I think we just loop back around. Got a power chip. We could use that at the fabricator to upgrade the vacuum's power core. I didn't comprehend any of that, but I'm sure it'll be helpful. I think we can just start, like, doing a bit of, like, plort gathering. We probably won't even need those other slimes anymore. I mean, we're probably gonna still need them for a little while, but they might run out of use at some point. Just given just the sheer amount of plorts you can get from these 2 out in the wild alone, we just grab all of them out here and then just immediately take them to the refinery. Well, it's time for all of you to say goodbye. You've overstayed your welcome. What, you thought I was gonna release them into the wild? Think about the possibility that they could hire a hitman to assassinate me. That joke will make sense when the Absurd Trolley Problems video comes out. You know what I think we should also do? We should just move the angler tabby slimes over to where these guys used to be because there's already an auto sorter here. Look at him, he's so cute. Look at him. He just doesn't have a single thought going through his head. Okay, look at this. The stony hen population is getting bigger. I think just having this random egg here actually is working. And now we just watch the numbers go up rapidly. I do love how I now have over $1,000 in profit. You will not escape. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm not buying any of this shit just yet. Like I'm gonna worry about like utility first and then I'll focus on cosmetics. We can just demolish this plot. We really don't need it anymore. Cracked the super mysterious code that was sent to me. It was astoundingly complex. I believe that the AI that created this code displayed a comparable intellect to my own. Yeah, I just want to see the numbers go up. You can have your plot line. Here we go. We got some radiant ore. Okay, what bit me? You motherfucker. Okay, we just gotta get like one more phosphor plort. Okay, there's some brine. This is the boat that took me to the island, I think. You got a giant egg. Oh, we got an egg plort from that. Oh, we get 3 egg plorts from that. Okay. These must have ridiculous value. Oh yeah, they cost like 40. For some reason their value is down. What do you have against eggs? Vine tangle. The root of the pollen. I never remember this happening in the original. There's just all this pollen everywhere. I do remember the mass cannibalism. Wait, what? What was that? Is that a new slime that I saw for a brief instant? Right, there you go. Now blow up. Oh, we get new slimes. Now we get access to this very treacherous cave. Okay, so my reward was ultimately nothing. Up, up, up! Tangle slime! Weren't these the ones from the glass desert in the first game? Okay, we're definitely gonna be able to mix it with the hunter slimes. Okay, its diet is meat, which again, really works in our favor. And they're both carnivorous.
Look at this little goober. It's carrying the fruit.
Okay, no, they're starting to escape. Oh god, they are everywhere. No, one's even over here. Get back in your cage, you legitimate psychopaths. Now look at these ones. These ones are cold, patient, and calculating. When the opportunity arises, they will make their escape, and I gotta be ready for it. Okay, there we go. Didn't need any of this stuff. The Prisma waves seem different to affect each area of the island differently, expressing a full spectrum of color in some places, but alternating between or splitting the spectrum in others. And let's get our first jetpack. Now we're able to fly. Oh my god, we have so many stony heads. Now that I can fly, let's see what else we can discover. We can now do this. We can update the map. Hello there. Are these your cube berries? I don't want them. I do love resource gathering. I don't even know what we're going to be using this for. But damn, the dopamine rush is amazing. No! Got eyes in the sky and I'm going to use them. I'm also readying a team of drones to head over there and check things out in a more hands-on fashion. A drone seems super advanced, like almost alien. And so I thought, okay, there's some aliens out there checking out Rainbow Island just like you, but no, I don't think so. It looks a lot like the drones we use, but so much more familiar to me. Almost it's giving me deja vu. Probably just aliens. Yeah, probably aliens. I also died and lost all my resources, so I'm a bit devastated by that. Giant mushrooms in this island are responsible for maybe the greatest mycological discovery of my life. Interesting information. Okay, we got little puddle slimes. Up! Flutter slimes. Like snowflakes, each pair of wings are unique, just as delicate. And it likes nectar. Is there a way to cultivate nectar? We can't do anything about this because it'll only come out at night. Okay, right down there is just... I'm pretty sure that just takes you to absolute death. So we're not gonna jump down that hole. Used to start my mornings with a jog along this path. It felt so great to feel the sea breeze as I made my way to the hollow trees ahead. Definitely aliens. So do you think there's gonna be a secret behind the waterfall? There's not a secret behind the waterfall. I've been betrayed. Oh great, another message waiting for me at the cam station. What if I just opt to ignore it? No, it's actually a new person. You need to do what you can to make that place feel cozy. So we get a taming bell. Oh, that's gonna be important. That's gonna keep these psychopaths in check. Considering the sheer number of these that we have, I say we just move the Yoki slime over to the other pen. Okay, viewers, it looks like we're completely out of space. I think we're gonna have to let the puddle slimes and the flutter slimes go. Unless if we can afford the archway, which I think would be a lovely place for the water slimes. You return to the singularity. Okay, we should just get the water tank. Blast of fresh water will calm down any slime for a short while or dissolve those terrible tar slimes. So now we can essentially tranquilize everybody, which I think is pretty great. All right, we can definitely get the heart module just to get an increase in our max health. It's gonna help us out a lot. We could also get an upgrade for our power core, but it looks like if we want to go to the next tier, we got to get 2 other kinds of items. I think the next step is just getting the expansion, or at least one of the expansions for our research center or whatever. Whatever you want to call it. Sweatshop. We can call it a sweatshop. All right, we got moonberry, moondew nectar. Can't be planted in a garden, only fed to slime. So yeah, if we want to feed the flutter slimes, we're gonna have to look for these manually. Okay, we got another egg thing. Some of this random pinwheel. It seems really important to the overarching story. Aliens place pinwheel on distant world as the capitalism upon it grows rampant. Slime exploitation is at an all-time high, and yet it persists. Cheerful statue. About to turn into a frown when I become a billionaire and just start utterly decimating and polluting the land. I'm gonna build like 12 factories. Oh shit, no! No! I'm pretty sure those are very rare too. But also the Roostro is now old. You're just gonna be fed to like the rampant carnivores here. Very violent. Oh my god! They just keep growing! They keep populating! Okay, we are going to get the tank booster. It'll allow us to carry 40 units of something within each tank. Oh, I definitely want to get these 2 extra tanks as well. We gotta, like, invest in that. Now we're able to collect 30 of everything. Oh, what's this? The bunny plorts are now valuable again. I think I know what we're gonna combine the flutters with. Stock market and humanity as a whole is just bizarre. All right, we got the extra tank. Eat it all. Sup upon the nectar of the gods. It's all for you. Have all these carrots. It still wasn't enough. Are you joking? I feel a little bit offended. Okay, there we go. All right, I think that gives us access to a new area. It does. Does it? No, it just gives us a shortcut to over at that spot. Hey, don't fucking bite me. I've cracked another one of the AI ciphers. It clearly adapted to my previous self and created something even more complex. Asking questions of my own, the way it responded to me, it felt like it was trying to guard itself, tied to profound loneliness that was within its heart. ChatGPT's feeling a bit lonely. You should probably go talk to it once in a while. Okay, you are actually being silly right now. Water is just like a nuclear bomb to these things. Alright, another gold plort. Ever since I came back, things have been a little fuzzy, like some of my memories stayed behind. I just let the sound of the falling water drown everything out, and then in that white noise I can sometimes think clearly again, but then all I see is it happening again. Define it. Define that dark, traumatic event that transpired. Oh, like, I imagine that, like, the lore is, like, completely NC-17 compared to the slime ranchers. Like, oh, we're harvesting all these adorable slimes for capitalism. I really can't add to that. Oh, no, the stock market is resetting. Look at that. Over 3,000 bucks. So this is the sensation of finally having some control over your finances. But now that we can afford it, let's get the archway. We're gonna put the pond right here. So now we have a spot for the water slimes. And we're going to put a corral right here. This is where the flutters are gonna go. Found something I was going to throw out, but then thought, hey, Bee likes old junk I don't need. I bet she would love this. Yes! Compact plort market that allows you to make quick sales. So we could basically just sell our plorts anywhere we want, as long as we gather enough resources to do it. Now we could also obtain these little goobers officially. We can start getting more puddle plorts. And as a flex, we don't need it. I don't know, like 5 of each might be too much. They might coordinate a rebellion. Anyways, you three are probably going to be the most chillest slimes here. I'm absolutely sure you're going to be on your best behavior. And you are. You're just generating so many plorts for me. Thank you. I think the next goal, though, too, is we got to go after the other Largo that's over here. So there's one that's for, like, honey, and then there's one that's for, like, butterfly stuff. So I think we're gonna go after the butterfly one first. We'll go there, but we gotta make sure we're getting nectar. We gotta, like, actively get nectar. I don't think there's a way to, like, grow it. You really gotta love that dynamic weather in the game. Oh god, all the nectar is expired. Wait! We got some moon dew nectar. And I assume we're gonna need a lot of it. Oh, you bet. Oh, no! I grew attached to this tree when I first discovered it. I used to sit here and tell it all about myself, but I don't think the tree was paying attention. That's right, inflate for me. Yeah! We gotta get, like, flutter plorts. It's the only way to unlock those doors and get more shortcuts. Ah, sun's down here. Thought I wouldn't catch on to your subtle tricks. That's right, you better give me all this silky sand. Tank liner. Oh, that's just incredible. What an incredible place to spawn your tornado. Alright, what happens if I just decide to allow myself to be consumed by the tornado? It really does nothing. It cannot harm me. Ghostly drone. The quantum component you just acquired vibrates an almost otherworldly energy. See what you can build with it in a lab. Quantum drones flicker through obstacles and store items in the quantum cloud. They do different tasks if at the ranch or out on the range. So does this mean we can actually go out and we can just have them do their own thing? Like, how many of these can we have at a time? I have a strong feeling we might be able to just turn this entire game into like an automation simulator. Yeah, that's definitely destroying my eyesight. I have like a really bad habit of just going around and wasting time. We got another egg! All right, here's what you're gonna do. Bunnies, eat the lettuce. You five, eat their feces. There we go. You wanna just buy something at the store really quickly? Oh, this is actually on the cheap. We might as well collect the gold warp depot. Let's just get all of the warp depots, because this is going to be substantially helpful for us in the long run. Thank you for shopping at Pronto Mart. Squeezed me out of every last dime you could. Yeah, that's right. I took your nectar. What are you going to do about it? How much of this are you going to want? A lot of it. It's another one of those ghost drones. We'll be able to craft a quantum drone station now. This thing right here is the most important thing in my life right now. I must feed him. We must feeds it. Feeds it because it is a god. Super risky. But how far can we go? Can we reach this? If we're conservative with our button presses, then yes. Oh, this reward over here better be worth it. Hooray, we got a golden tangle statue. This is information that profoundly affects me as a content creator. Really shows me how much I've stagnated. Wait a minute. That's not the right fucking slime. No. Do we have any fruit? Rare cat, do you have any fruit? Any food items? Please, this playthrough has gone on to a crawl. All right, viewers, I'm just gonna go like kill myself really fast. I'm gonna lose out on all these resources, but I really just do not care at this point. Pretty sure this just leads me to shortcuts. And that's like the only reason why these doorways exist. I'm jumping into the water again. I want to see if I can reach 10 grand. When the numbers go up, sometimes it feels like the numbers shrink and it just never becomes enough. My megalomania knows no bounds. My senseless lust for power only becomes more clear by the day. But when in doubt, just throw money at it. Really, that does feel like a more optimal solution, to tell you the truth. I just really feel like crashing the stock market today. I love these little puddle slimes because all you need to really do is nothing. They'll just poop them all out for you. Now we have over 10K. You've got to get from the Mochi Miles. I'll let that sink in. Go ahead and sit if you need to. Yeah, okay. You know, ever since I heard you were off doing something new, I got to thinking about my own life. Yes. I'm quite invested in your story. You know what? I'm buying the gully. I'm just gonna buy every last property that I can here. Look, now we have even more stuff. And what's this? The tide pools. No, I need something cheaper. The den? Purchasing it. I'm spending it all frivolously. Look at this place. We have a cave section. By the end of this playthrough, I'm gonna have those drones do all the work for me. I just want to sit on my ass and do nothing on my ivory tower. I'm just going somewhere else. Finally, new location. Now we're gonna place a refinery link right over here in this respectable spot. I know I'm on a mission here, but that hasn't changed anything about these geysers. They're still fun as fuck. I said the F word. Oh, we got crystal slimes. Oh, and also little blood-sucking bastards. So adorable. You know, we don't want these rock slimes. Batty slimes and crystal slimes are my new best friends. Oh, we got boom slimes. Now I just need to find something that would work well with a boom slime. Wonder if that radioactive slime is still around. That could be a good starting point. Of course, there has to be another Gordo down there. When I traveled across the glass desert, it was caves just like this one that gave me shelter and allowed me to survive my trek. Just feeling around what I could do without some of it, like I ever even smell roasted cactus again, I'm pretty sure I'd barf. What do you hate about roasted cactus? What did roasted cactus ever do to you? Huh? Why are you so personally affected by it? I just want to head deeper into volcanic activity. You know what? Forget about these radiant ores. I want to suck up what's ever in here. It's just full-on lava dust. That's so metal. Oh, trying to catch me by surprise, you little goober. You think I have the ability to feel pain? I'm going up to the very top of the volcano. Oh, you know, I want this. I want this. I don't care if it kills me. Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good one. Well, we're heading further into danger. I am taking the trek towards Stripe. I don't think I can speak properly anymore. That's one of the downsides of streaming for so long. Oh, there's like, I think these are fire slimes. Actual fire slimes. Awesome, we can get the incinerator too, and we'll be able to keep them. Looked over the pics you sent me of Rainbow Island. No doubt they're a sight to behold. Beautiful with colors that only go richer the longer you look, but unnatural too. I'm sorry, but something about this place is not right. I can still spot a plant that has been unnaturally altered, so there's something strange going on. This is where the batty slimes and the crystal slimes are gonna hang out for a while. Alright, my evil fire slimes. That could burn my entire conservatory down. This is where you're gonna be living for the rest of your life. Okay, how did you get this far out? Alright, there we go. Now they can't leave. We can harvest the plorts. We're gonna move the boom slimes to be exactly in the back so that they can do no harm to anyone.